He really is a Louisville legend. Some people remember him from what he did in the NBA, and that was phenomenal. He and Wilt Chamberlain are the only two guys ever be named Rookie of the Year and MVP. But it all began in Louisville, and he was a Seneca high school star, won back-to-back state titles back at a time with a player by the name of Mike Redd, who was really good. And then at that time, integration was just starting to come to Kentucky and other schools in the South. Louisville had already integrated. Kentucky hadn't. And Adolph Rupp himself made a serious pitch to Wes Unseld, but he decided to stay at Louisville and play with the Cards for Peck Hickman. And he was back then, freshmen didn't play, and he came into Louisville and, ended up being the school's all-time leading scorer. Had a 45-point game, which is still the school record. Had almost as many rebounds as he did points. And when he was here, I think Louisville got to as high as number 2 in the ranking. And so he really was a guy who helped Louisville establish itself as more than just a regional program, but a national program. I watched him in the NBA for sure when he first got there, because I remember his first year, what a big deal it was that he was Rookie of the Year in NBA. And back then they had the Sunday NBA game of the week on the weekend. I'd always watch him. And, he was different. I mean, everybody always says this guy was unusual or he's unique, but it's really true in Wes Unseld's case, because he played in the days of the big dominant centers. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I think, was a year behind him, but Chamberlain was in the league when Wilt Chamberlain was in the league. Bill Russell, Nate Thurman, a lot of the really Hall of Fame NBA guys. And Wes Unseld listed at 6'7". He probably was closer to 6'6", and he averaged 18 rebounds as a rookie, John. I mean, think about that in the pros. He was the best I've ever seen at two things. One, establishing his position down low and not being moved, because he was just a mountain of a man. And secondly, and I think he was the best and most accurate outlet passer. People will tell you that. And I remember watching him. He had a knack for, after he would grab the rebounds, usually with two hands, fundamentally sound player, he would turn and look down the court and figure out quickly who he should throw it to that would help create the fast break. And that was Wes Unseld.